guys, 2-3 days ago I made a video about falling back into our old patterns, our old unhealthy habits, unhealthy coping mechanisms that we thought like, okay, we have moved past this, and then suddenly we find ourselves back into those habits and patterns. And in this video is the continuation of that, and in this video I'm going to be talking about like how this survival fear, around food and all these things were getting triggered. And I know it's just a test, it's not even a, yeah, anyway. So I had like money for like right now I have the money for like 2-3 days of food, okay. And then over that, like I'm a girl who made a decision to move out of the family, and I was living far, far, far across, like, from my hometown, like far away. And then suddenly today I received the call like, okay, come back home and all of that. Maybe mummy, like your mother can use some of your help. My sister was like, you know because she's going through some treatment, but it's not right for me. Genuinely, it's a very hard decision. I was in inner war, like what do? I don't want to be like that daughter who doesn't show up for the mother and all of that. But I'm like, me staying around my family is really not in alignment with me, because the amount of self-love that I had put in. When you love yourself, you don't put yourself around people who you're not. You guys, when you constantly waking up in an environment wherein people you can't be joyful around and yourself around, at after certain point you're not aligned in that, you're not a vibrational match to that kind of environment. And I was like, I don't want to do that. At the same time, I was like, how do I, how things will progress in my business, because it was going good, and then suddenly I'm back at the same pattern of the survival fear. So of course, with the like my me not, as I mentioned in the previous video, not being able to clean my house, not being able to shower, and then there was this digestion, like month after month same digestive issues will occur at the same time, around same, just like repetitive patterns. And one of the pattern was like survival, which is a very ancestral, around food, like how do we manage and all of that. And it is like really big, and I was like, why am I in that same pattern? And if it is not for me, it's for someone else, like maybe in the family, or it was just like I am just observing in my life, okay. And then now when I personally am like navigating this for me also, God inspired me to come here and share it with you. Number one, to just show like what it looks like moving above and beyond the patterns of lack, patterns of survival, patterns of poverty, moving beyond the patterns of poor habits. And in the past previous video I also mentioned about porn, like how I would like earlier when I used to watch a lot of porn, when I was healing that habit initially, within like a week or 3 weeks or 6 months I'll go back into watching that. But now it's been many like years since I didn't watch it. But and then I had to like, yeah, so now that doesn't happen. And same with the lack and poverty. If that has been, those patterns had been in your life, and you are moving out of those patterns, in the journey you might fall back into them. So that does not mean that you're not moving ahead. It's just another layer, it's just another like also clarity. And sometimes we fall back into the pattern to break out of it, to make a different choice, and so I was just, but I will share what is helping me right now. My sheer faith that God's got me and God's gonna lead me in the, and I have put enough work into like towards my dreams and freedom. I've put a lot of energy towards the life that I want to build for me, that reflects joy, happiness, love, and me, when today I received the call, like, okay, maybe you should come home and all of that, I was panicking. I was like, no, I don't want to go back home. It's not like, maybe there has to be a win-win. There has to be a win-win, and it does not sound win-win for me. So I was just having that conversation with God. I was telling God that, God, it was between you and me. Like when I started to make my YouTube like videos and follow this like inspirations that God was giving me, I made a pact with God that, God, you take care of my finances, I take care of my faith. You take care of my skills, my everything else. I take care of showing up, because that is what is in my hands to show up. I don't know the logistics about anything, about marketing, about business, about finances. All I know how to show up. I also didn't know how to be honest, but God taught me honesty, and I'm vulnerable and I am showing up. That's the least I can do, and that's the best I can do. Rest is in your power. So I was just having this conversation. I was letting God know that I don't, I whatever this is with the money and all of that, it's, you gotta take care of it. You gotta take care of this. And now I know, like, God is gonna do something beautiful, something really beautiful. Even though right now I feel like bit in the between of many things, that are going on, but I know God's gonna. And I heard, I think, coin dropping somewhere. Like my neighbors, I think, dropped a coin or something, which is a positive sign. So, yeah, I just know God's gonna do something beautiful, and it must do it, because I have like I've done my best. I've done my best, and part of receiving the best of the best from the universe is me being surrounded in the right environment, wherein I feel like joy, where I feel happy. I truly feel happy, and it's a full body yes. Yeah, that's all. Mm, I, y- I don't know if so in my family, my father drinks alcohol, and he also consume non-veg. I don't like it. I don't like my mother putting up with that, and that environment, I just don't like it. Okay, it's not good for my nervous system, my well-being. It just, I know how I have lived, like, growing up. I just, the kind of sensitive person I am, so me, yeah, it just, I don't know why I shared it here. But anyway, I think God, I know, like, God, someone needs to hear this. Anyway, book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for deeper levels of support. And if you want to cultivate solid self-love for yourself, and, rise above the habits and the limiting beliefs that are stopping you from going towards the life that God has for you. The fun, the joyful life, maybe some limiting belief, maybe certain habits and patterns. Book a 12 weeks of mentorship with me, because that will help you a lot. Of course, if God is inspiring you to do so, definitely it is the right one for you. Link of that is in my bio. Also, you can donate for my red food and bills. That will also help me a lot. Link of that also is in my bio. Okay.